Remember, we watched a video. We watched a video about this guy, right? And the video that we watched was tame. It was pretty tame. It was pretty calm. This nigga's a demon, bro. I did not know that. I didn't know that. So I have a couple of clips of his that I kind of want to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. So let's just get straight into this, bro.
Example. I've never told this story before. I was asked by headquarters. I was overseas in the Middle East.
Okay.
And I was asked by headquarters to target one specific officer.
Talk to me.
Of this foreign country.
Target?
Yeah. Hi, how are you? Okay. Oh, we've never met. I'm John. So nice to meet you. Let me take you to lunch. He had access to information that we really needed. So
mind you, this was his 9 to 5. I just really as long as we all know, this was what he was clocking in to do, whatever the story's finna be.
They told me to accidentally bump into him. So I surveilled him for a week. And he was single. And on Saturday morning, he went to a coffee shop. So I go into the coffee shop and I'm looking at him and he's looking at me and I said,
"Nigga, did you target me?"
"I know you. Ministry of Foreign Affairs?" He said, "Yes." "Do I know you?" I said, "I am John from the American Embassy." "Oh, nice to see you." I said,
"No, this isn't AI. This isn't like an actual guy. This is like a dead ass actual guy. We watched a video about it. The video's on. Oh wait, I'm not editing this. This is a guy. I promise. "Hey, good to see you too. You live in the area?" "Yes, I do." I said, "Oh, so do I." I didn't. I lived across town. "Oh, fancy meeting you here at this coffee shop. I come here all the time. Do you?" "Yeah," he says, "I come here all the time." AI is so crazy because niggas assume any video that's vertical with bright, vibrant colors is AI, and I don't blame you. But no, this was clipped from a long form video. I made sure of that. But the lighting does make it look kind of AI. I can't cap. Look here. I got y'all. Just to make sure. Come on, bro. I be doing my research, bro. Hold up. What's this nigga's name? CIA whistleblower interview. Right here.
To prison again.
See? Are we good? We're good? All right. Can I continue the video now? We're good? Y'all believe me now? Y'all believe me? Okay. All right. Let's get back to the video. Why
don't you have a seat, he says. So I sit down. At the end of the conversation, I go back to the embassy and I read a cable and I said, "He's gay. I'm 100% sure he's gay."
What are you going to do with that information, my boy?
So then we started this conversation, headquarters and I. How can we use that to our benefit?
Did he have a wife?
No.
Which
was unusual at his age.
How did you know he was gay?
Oh, it was a vibe.
W Gator, I guess.
Okay.
So, headquarters says, "We want you to pretend that you're gay."
Y'all couldn't just get a gay nigga? What? Wait, how into character do I need to get? That's the question.
I said, "Oh, come on, you guys. No, we really need the information. You got to pretend that you're gay." I said, "Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it for Uncle Sam." So I call him and I said, "Hey, I have..."
He didn't say hey. He said, "Hey." Stop rewriting history, bro. We know what you said.
2 tickets to this show and I was hoping maybe you'd be free. Maybe we'll grab some sushi afterwards. He said, "Yeah, I'd love to." So we go to the show. He thoroughly enjoyed it. And we go for sushi afterwards.
What do you mean he thoroughly enjoyed it? I think that means you did. I think that just means you did a good job, my nigga.
And then we go out again. And he says, "Why don't you come over to my place some night and I'll make dinner?" I said, "Great." So I go over to his place. He made a lovely dinner. And then I thought, well, I have to invite him to my place. So I told my wife, "You're going to have to get out."
I told my wife, he says. Wait. Is this wait, hold up. Is this classified information though? Was he able to tell his wife, "Yo, I gotta pretend to be gay to get a nigga to pull up to my crib, so I gotta get the information out of him"? Was he able to say that? Or was he literally just, "Hey, I need you to leave so I can bring a nigga over"? I really hope it wasn't the latter, bro.
So she left. I made dinner. I removed all the pictures of us together. And we had just gotten married. So we had our wedding picture up and everything. At the dinner, he leaned in to kiss me. And I instinctively backed off. And he said, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. I thought you're gay." And I said, "Oh no, I am gay. I'm not into hairy guys."
couldn't you just say, yo, I'm not ready? Why did you have to stray him as you back up?
Okay. I said, I'm sorry. I think you're great, but I'm not feeling it.
You didn't kiss him?
No. So we remained friends. And in the end, he gave me the information.
Now, when I watched that freaking hour-long video on the reaction channel, here's the, I'm not editing this, I keep forgetting. When I watched that video, I didn't know he got down like these, bro. Yo, he has 1 million clips on TikTok, bro.
And there's a knock on the door. And have you ever killed anybody?
I'll give you another example.
Wait, what? Oh.
I'll give you another.
Double town on clock, man. I got to protect my partner. Rap like nigga, ain't got no fault. You go down back the car. We in the level on the
Y'all don't know nothing about GL40, bro. Y'all don't know nothing about GL40.
I'll give you another example. I've never told this.
Have you ever killed anybody? No, thank God. My children asked me that. And I told them very proudly that I have never taken any action
This TikTok ass clip, though.
that resulted in the death of another human being.
There's one kind of half exception.
Yoyo, have you ever committed mass murder? No, I've never done that. There's one kind of half exception. What are you talking about? What is that? What is half of a murder? What is half of a murder? What do you mean? What do you mean half exception? Nigga, what?
And I think about this all the time. In 1993, I guess it was, I was sitting in the morning meeting. I told you earlier that every unit meets every day at 9 o'clock. And you just talk about what happened in the country that you cover overnight. I was in the morning meeting, and the secretary came in, and she said, John, General Powell is on the phone for you. Call him Powell. I said, General Powell? How does he know who I am? And she
said, I don't know, but he asked for you by name.
This TikTok ass video, bruh.
My boss is like, well, go answer the phone. So I went to my desk and I said, good morning, General Powell. This is John Kiriakou. And he says,
John, if the Iraqis were going to kill the president, who would actually be in charge of that operation?
and I said, well, if you're talking about the attempt to kill President Bush, George H.W. Bush, he had been visiting Kuwait. I said, Kuwait operations are run from the Iraqi intelligence service's Basra station.
Okay.
But Basra station is headed by Sabr Abdulaziz Adori, the director of the Iraqi intelligence service.
He says, where does he sit?
Yo, you about to put in a hit on a freaking cell phone? No way we putting in hits over T-Mobile, bro. This nigga probably took this call at a coffee shop. Ain't no way. There's no way he just put out a hit with an Americano in his hand.
I said, Baghdad.
Where exactly in Baghdad?
I said, if you hold on a second, I'll look up the address. So I looked it up. I gave him the address. He said,
Thank you.
Hangs up the phone!
they were like, what do you want? I said, he wanted to know about Sabra Adori and the attempt to kill President Bush. I'm like, okay.
8 hours later,
8 hours?
we fired 47 cruise missiles into Iraqi intelligence service headquarters.
But by then it was the middle of the night in Baghdad.
And we killed the janitor.
Yo, bro. That's so fucked. That's so fucked. So my thing is, so you are a multi-million, billion-dollar, whatever corporation, whatever the hell the CIA or whatever, blah, 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 this thing is. You had a phone call with one guy and proceeded to shoot 45 missiles into a building and not even get the guy that you wanted? You got it, bro. You got it, bro.
Have you
got it, bro.
No, thank
you
God.
Got it,
My
bro.
children asked me
You
that.
got it, bro.
And
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about this guy? That was a kind of half exception. Like everything he says ends up making sense at the end of the story. I'm not gonna lie.
And there's a knock on the door, and you say, have you ever killed anybody? And there's a knock on the door, and you say, who is it? And then the door opens, and it's these two guys, and one of them is holding a vacuum cleaner, and they're saying, housekeeping, senor, housekeeping. And I go, I don't need housekeeping. And then the second guy behind him pulls out a gun. He goes, bang, bang.
He shoots me with 2 paint pellets.
Oh, okay.
I go, fuck. I said, I never saw that coming.
And one of the instructors says,
Is this training?
if you're in a shithole motel, in a shithole country, and two people just walk into your room,
Kill them.
Kill them.
What if you, yo, imagine this nigga gets DoorDash and forgets about it, bro. What?
and there's a knock on the door, and you say,
Wait, that's the whole video? No shot.
I get home from a day where, I broke into some guy's house and
This damn blue sweater, bro. DoorDash isn't in third world countries? Oh yeah, you're right. If I remembered how to say door in Spanish, I would have made a joke, but I forgot how to say door in Spanish.
planted a camera on a bug, and I'd get home and she'd say, how's your day? I'd say, great. What'd you do? Not a darn thing. And then my phone would ring at, midnight, and a guy would say,
The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain.
and I'd say, Mersey.
The rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain. I'm gonna need you to take 3 shots and hop out the pain. Nigga run up with some metal, put it in his face. Now he looking like pain. Oh my God. Sorry.
A yacht club parking lot in 3 hours. And then I'd leave. She would,
The plain.
and I'd say, Mersey oats and dozy oats and little lambs eat ivy.
Nigga, what?
And that means, meet me at the yacht club parking lot in 3 hours. And then I'd leave. She would say, where are you going? It's midnight.
I gotta work.
So I'd leave. I'd do my meeting. I'd come home, 6 o'clock in the morning, just in time to shower and shave and get dressed to go to work. And she would say,
What was her name?
Nigga, George W. Bush. I'm a CIA agent. What is you talking about?
and I remember this one terrible time. That's what she said to me. What was her name? The truth is,
I had been sitting in a garbage dumpster, waiting for a guy to drive by down the alley and throw a bag of documents in. And I stunk.
of garbage. And I said to her,
Do I seriously smell
Like I was with a woman?
to you like I've been with a woman? Seriously.
I hate how I hate how I wasn't messing with these slowdowns at first. It's doing something to my attention span, bro. It is making these clips very watchable. I'll be super honest with you.
so we ended up getting a divorce. I get home.
Oh. Shit. My bad, man. Damn, that's trash. Please don't shoot me with a cancer gun. I was joking. I'll get back to the video. I'll get back to the video.
What about that one in Dubai? Do you remember that?
Classic.
I don't know if I want to hear a story where this nigga looks at the sky and goes, classic. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We studied that for a long time. They killed a guy in a hotel room in Dubai. And then after they killed him,
They were somehow able to lock the door from the inside of the hotel room.
These fucking slowdowns.
and we tried
How the hell did they do that though?
like magnets and different ways. We couldn't figure out how they did it. Like a latched door?
Man, just like they probably killed bro and then went outside the building, hopped through the window, and then relocked the door, right? Something like that.
They did the latch and this one.
Oh, both of them? Yeah, no, they had to get in the room somehow. Maybe through the vent.
Guy's in there dead, and the hotel couldn't even get it open.
Yeah, they ended up sending somebody in from the balcony.
How'd they do that? It's very impressive.
Yeah, they probably had the room above. That's easy. Wait, no, yeah, you off the nigga under you, crawl from your balcony, drop down, go through his door, lock the doors, go out, and then that's simple. That's elementary.
Wasn't there also something? Okay, first of all, the Israelis never officially claimed responsibility for that, but there was like 26 people that the Dubai CCTV footage picked up. Right. And in Dubai,
They had the most CCTV coverage in the world.
Niggas ain't get caught.
more than the Chinese, but
They ain't get caught.
none of them were picked up. No.
Damn.
And number one, people speculate disguises, but I don't know if this is true, but weren't the cameras Israeli made?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
And what about that one?
Oh, they're Israeli-made cameras. Okay. No, they did. Nah.
This is one of the wackiest things that I ever witnessed at the
This shit better be the craziest story in this video then.
agency. So, I was the first translator,
Okay.
and I told him, we're gonna count backwards from 10.
Right.
And just relax and think about the numbers, right? So we start, and he said, I want you to raise your hand like this. And it wasn't propped. It was up in the air like this. And he said, don't put your hand down until I tell you to.
Okay.
He held his arm there.
For 3 hours.
Never mind. My shoulder gonna hurt.
It was inhuman. A conscious person couldn't do it.
So the guy's out before we get to 0, counting back from 10. So I start asking him questions. Okay, you pull off the exit. You drive to the church. The church is right off to the side of the road. You go behind the banyan tree. Then what are you doing? He said, I'm peeing. And then what happens? A van pulls up.
Nigga, are they brainwashing this dude? Are they embossing Say?
What does the van look like?
It's painted red, and it has some rust spots over the rear wheels.
Then what do you see?
The back door's open. I see 2 motorcycles and 2 men inside.
I said, can you see a license plate? This freaks me out. Oh, I got chills just thinking about it. I said, can you see a license plate? He says, yes. And he's like this with his eyes closed. I said, what does the license plate say? And he goes,
And then he reads off the plate.
What did they give this nigga?
So I write it down, I hand it to my colleague.
Yo, I have 35K points and nothing to do with them. Add more stuff. Yeah, no, I'll make this. I'll emotes tomorrow, bro. I got you, gang.
You run a plate ASAP. So headquarters sends an immediate cable out to the field. Call liaison, run this plate right now.
And the plate comes back stolen. I couldn't fucking believe it.
Yeah, they gave him fentanyl, bro.
The first day, 20 minutes after the cop warned me about people coming into my room unannounced,
Okay.
these 2 guys just walk in, boldly just walk in. I jump up, I put my fists up, I go, what do you want?
Put her there. Wait, whoops. Up your Duke's ass, nigga.
One of them has a swastika. On his neck. It took up his entire neck. It came up onto his face.
That just can't even objectively be a good tattoo. That has to be, he's Hindu? Right. Yeah, no, yeah, he's Hindu.
The other one had "fuck you" tattooed on his eyelids.
Again, that's just bad tats. That's That's terrible real estate.
So I go, what do you want? And the swastika guy says, you the new guy? I said, yeah, so? And he says,
You a fag?
Ah!
I said, no, I'm not a fag.
Ah!
He said, you a rat? I said, no, I didn't have anybody else in my case. I'm not a rat. And he says, you a chomo?
I go,
What the fuck is that?
I don't know what that word means.
He goes,
Stop saying it twice. That's not gonna do anything for me.
Child molester.
Oh. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I said, no, I'm not a child molester. And he goes, okay, you could sit with the Aryans in the cafeteria. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm with the
Aryans now.
I guess. That's not happening to me. That's not casually getting recruited by them is crazy. That's it. Yo, hold up. This comment. Look at this comment, bro. Look at this comment. What the fuck? All right, bro. How many more of these do I got?
And they start asking you questions. Have you ever committed a violent felony? No. Have you ever used a weapon in a crime? No. Are you financially responsible? Yes. Have you ever shoplifted anything? No. Have you ever taken anything from the office worth more than $20? No.
Have you ever had sex with a man?
Someone says it was a half exception. No. There was this one time though. It slows down the video, makes his voice deep and shit.
And she just threw that one at me like a grenade. So I go, no.
Which was true.
But I could feel my heart going like this, like she's trying to trip me up. And she says, let's take a little break. You're sweating profusely. I can tell that you're nervous.
I said, yeah, you kind of threw that question out there like a grenade into the middle of the room.
She said, it's a standard question. I said, I understand.
It's a standard
so I just kind
question.
of sat there for a couple of minutes and got my heart rate to slow down. And then she said, I'll be honest with you, you are reacting to one of the questions.
Which was bullshit. I was not reacting to one of the questions.
And they start asking you questions.
How do you smell blood, so to speak, with who's
What?
recruitable and who isn't?
Oh man, it can be just a single offhanded comment. I'll give you one example.
I'll give you one example. This one time, I had a pie up my, like, his segments and examples are absolutely ridiculous, bro.
I was talking to this guy who had access that I wanted, and I'm thinking, this guy's not recruitable. He's giving me nothing. And then he said,
He was cheating on his wife. And how expensive it was.
We're just casually dropping that?
I was like, okay, done. Done and done. I offered him a certain amount of money. He asked for double because he wanted to get her an apartment and there were associated expenses, and that way he wouldn't be out of pocket 1 cent. So I cabled
So
headquarters.
you're telling me my tax dollars went into buying a mistress an apartment? Right.
They said,
So just give it to him.
All this probably for a blueprint of like an airplane that doesn't even work. I swear to you. I swear. All of this for like a Google Maps picture of a prison camp, bro.
so I gave it to him. That was it.
How do you smell
Got
blood,
it.
so to speak?
There was this big child molester we used to call
Chomo the Giant.
4 seconds. 4. Not one repeated clip. 4 seconds. 4.
Giant.
Como being prison slang for child molester. The guy was 6'7". And he's regaling all these other pedophiles about his sex crimes against, prepubescent girls. And so I went up to the window and I said, hey, no talking about your case. And he looks at me indignantly and he says,
Jesus loved the little children.
Right, next clip. Oh, that's all of them. That's the last clip. Well, that's gonna be John Kiriakou. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Watching that Lab Bible video or Lab, you know what video I'm talking about. Watching that was nothing like watching this. I had no clue bro got down like this. I'm not gonna lie. But search up the hummus incident. I'll try one. I'll bite. Incident.
Well, they started torturing Abu Zubaydah on the 2nd of August, 2002. And it was a slippery slope.
Nigga, I just read the caption. CIA used to put hummus in That's gonna be the video, man. If you guys want me to watch more of his clips, let me know in the comments. I'll catch you guys next time, bro.